Good morning, and well, thank you, CISW, especially Jackie, for inviting me to speak at the summit, and also thanks to the hardworking team that host the event. And well, we've been talking about the seminar for quite a while now, since I would say that since January this year, and well, all the COVID and all the misfortune postponed the great seminar until today. And well, I'm flattered that I got invited to be one of the keynote speakers for the event, and would like to share what we are doing with the universities in terms of private companies, as well as the approach of the university as well as ourselves, and to get you a rough idea of how you can operate cannabis business without being government based company or universities. Well, TARATERA is we are privateers, and we are 100% Thai company that work in cannabis business, and we pride ourselves to be one of the first groups that work with universities in terms of research, design, construction, and as well as consultancy, and with a collaboration with university, we try to propel the let's say the movement into fact-proven directions. TARATERA is a new company we found less than 2 years ago after the legalization of cannabis. Well, we vision the emerging market of medical cannabis as well as recreational in terms of food and cosmetic and CBD, and we would like to offer our expertise in terms of design constructions and consulting of growing facilities as well as extraction labs and so on and so forth. Well, in the first photo, you're gonna see that, well, these are one among our first crops is the Isara 01, Isara 01 from Major, that the university that we are working with, SSRU, Sonsunanta, Ratchapat universities, under the leading of Dr. Thawatchai, we got given 500 seeds from Major. These are seems to be a very sativa dominant plant, and they are so rigorous in growing and in terms of how they behave in hot, humid climate. And we are given 500 seeds from Major, and well, I personally sat in a car with it from Chiang Mai all along to our facility in Mae Klong in Samut Songkhram for like 12 hours, nesting all these seeds. And well, we have the pleasure to grow them with our students at SSRU that about a month ago. And well, these photos are taken, I think, 1 week after we grow it. So basically it's a 1-week plant, and we don't have the time to monitor how they grow right now. And if we have the update, they are, I think, about 1 foot tall right now, and we're gonna continue the update. So, well, to give you an idea, the realm of work that private company like ourselves can do in terms of cannabis. Well, we can operate non-plant touching business let's say, facility design that we can work under behind our laptop, working on AutoCAD to design the whole thing, just like any other design and construction, any architect's work would do. We can also construction of the facilities. We can also develop SOP in order to maintaining the plan, and these SOP are needed to, say, apply for the license. Well, we can pair with university or with hospitals that have the license but don't have the technical knowledge of growing cannabis or how to operate an indoor growing system. Well, we can also do some plant touching as well with a permission from the license holder. Let's say a university, we can take care of the plant care and also educate and training of the staff, either they are university personnel as well as students who are in the universities. Well, on design and construction, we design grow rooms that consist of cloning station, kill and dye chambers, and so forth on that. And well, we are a team of licensed and professional architects who, well, glad to say that architect knows how to, especially in Thailand, for the group that architect that knows how to, well, design and build indoor growing facilities. And also a company that, well, my company, they are listed as, not listed, but we are registered as a construction company, but we have a very, very specific design and construction scope, which is cannabis. Well, from the beginning, we start the pipe works of the water. Either they are hydroponics, or they are ebb and flows, or they are dripping system. Also, we are working on automated growing fixtures that illuminate the light of the room, as well as, well, giving photons to the plant for photosynthesis. We work with water filtrations. We work with feeding the plant with automated nutrition tanks and reservoir. We also work with HVAC, which is a heater, aircon, and ventilation that run in the facilities. Climate control, well, electrical timers, the management of the smell, as well as disposal of organic waste and fertilizers. What you see here is the freshly built facility in Suan Sunanta that we got the commission since March, but the project got, well, delayed from the virus and all that, and they just freshly finished, I think, 2 months ago. And well, with this facility, with SSRU, we focus on research and education. It's not a big facility. It's just 200 square meters. That would be around 2,000 square feet. And with that facility, we mainly focus on research and education. As you may know, that SSRU have bachelor degrees mainly on cannabis, and I believe it is the first in Thailand, if not the first in Southeast Asia or Asia. And with that, the student can experience the hands-on experience growing the plant. As you see in the first pictures, those Isara Suning plant are grown by the students. And we also study on the genetics, and with working with faculty of allied health side, they are also conducting research on pharmaceutical studies and also these facilities can produce a wealth amount of floral biomass that we can turn into, well, medical products. So it's a collaboration between private companies and universities. You see that on the right side on the screen, those are the scope of work that we do. And on the left side are the scope of work that the university does. And these are mostly the models of how professionals cannabis company can operate with universities. Well, of course, they're gonna do the licensing because we can apply for the license, but in order to get the license, you would need to be interviewed by the FDA, well, 2 times, and also we also working on paperwork that you need to submit to the FDA in order to get the license, those technical details on cannabis and the yield that you're gonna expect from the grow, and also the cycle of the grow, something like that, need to be written by people who having experience growing cannabis or people who design the facility. So those to be taken care of. Also, we speccing all the equipment and vendors of the products. We manage the construction. We also, after the construction of the facility is done, we also picking the genetics as well as, well, working on those genetics in order to breed new genetics, or hunting the selected genetics to find a strain, desirable traits in those plants and working on it. We take care of the plants. We also harvest and then extractions eventually. We also educate the people, the students, or the personnel who attend the class, and to educate them what we are doing, what is the aim of the project, what is the purpose of each equipment, and how to operate them. Those are what we do. Well, the universities on SSRU side, they are running research, analytical research on the HPLC machine, as well as research and development of certain cannabis aspect as much as pharmaceutical studies. Here's the photo of the facilities, where we have 2 flower rooms that we can run a perfectual harvest, meaning that we can harvest each floral biomass in each month. So we have a fresher products, and there are no big, let's say, bottlenecks in how we operate things, because unlike growing, let's say, using all the space to grow, we divide it into small rooms, and in each small rooms, we plan to have the cannabis flowers in different period of time, meaning that we can harvest, let's say, every 15 kilo dry floral biomass in every month. And with that, we can have a fresher products. We also have a double shelf, wedging station on the top right photo, that we wedge our plant in that room before we put it in a flower room with higher ppfd in the light and lower humidities. Well, we run 2 different VPD in 2 specific rooms. So also we run 3 VPDs in 3 specific rooms to dial in the environment that the plant would thrive best. And we also have pollinating rooms to pollinate our female or keep our male plant in terms of our breeding project in the future, as well as mother plant that we can do some genetic libraries and store these genetics in order to study them or preserve them in the future. Well, in this facility, we permit 606 plants from the FDA, and well, currently we grow around 300 because we're gonna, well, it crop steers, it's perfectual harvest, so we're not gonna grow all of the seed in one time and then harvest it in one time. We gonna circulate the crops. Well, we partner with Fluence, is one of the world leading horticulture LED grow light in Texas, in Austin, Texas, that we use their light in order to all the fixtures that we use in our grow rooms. And well, Fluence kind enough to help us design the facility in Samut Songkhram, in Suan Sunanta, and with Fluent lights and their expertise in lighting in horticulture, we believe this is one of the best indoor growing facility in Thailand right now. Well, I believe it should be one of the most expensive per square meters. It might be not one of the biggest, but would be one of the heavily funded. Well, from cloning station to vegetative room that, like I mentioned above, there are double layers, double stacks that we can planting, let's say 1 foot plant for in a 3 meter ceilings. We can put two plants on top of each other, and that, well, with a space that we have, that allow us to grow more and have a smaller veg room and give that space to flowering rooms, and as well as storage of the mother plant and the cloning station. As you see, 2 flower rooms running 8 fixtures that well, the PPFD should be up to 1,000, and we're gonna complement that with an CO2 feed. Well, eventually, our ultimate goals in this little facilities along with SSRU would be promoting cannabis research as well as education for better understanding of the plant, and we want to focus on its medical values as well as educate the general public with proven facts. Well, also we're providing safe and research-based THC and CBD products that we work with SSRU to that would reach international standards, as well as, well, still be accessible for the local. And on the larger scale, this facility gonna be used as a R&D project in terms of genetic studies, that we would like to study many genetics in this facility and, well, either breed them, phenotype selecting them, or handpick them to find, well, the most suitable cultivars to grow in a larger scale environment, or maybe a greenhouse or an outdoor operation in Thailand that are economically than this one, and that are farmer friendly, that we can supply the good seed, strong genetics to them, and then they can grow and harvest without using so much cost as us. And, well, we bear the weight of the cost of the research, so with that we can have a final products as a genetics that we can spread throughout the country and they can grow it as cheap as possible. Well, that are mainly our three aspects of the facility right now, and yeah, and with right now the plant around 1 foot tall, and I believe we can harvest by the end of this year or maybe end of January. And well, I hope you guys still give us a look at the facilities, or we would love to any kind of collaboration to either hospital or universities that have the interest in cannabis. Thank you.